Hello, all, and welcome to another episode of Trade Off of a Week. It's been a very good week in regards to trading GBP pairs and gold for me personally. My favorite trade was GBP JPY. I mean, gold is really nice too, and I love gold, but just the cleanness of how GBP JPY played out was absolutely too perfect. Okay, so just kind of breaking that down, looking at this whole setup, we had everything that we wanted. Okay, we had it on a daily time frame where it actually kind of done what we wanted to do when it kind of showed partial IPA. Then it broke down on a 4 hour breaking structure. Then from there, it was just a matter of retracement. And we was looking at our premium zones where we look to usually take our trades. So the whole setup had everything I personally wanted, including market structure, IPA, literally everything was there for us to take this trade. So looking at this, you can see I was looking at it on the 9th of December, print screen this at 10:16. Okay, 10:16, I print screen this particular setup. Okay, and then how did it play out? You can see we was looking to just take our liquidity zones and come into our kind of quarter point levels. If you already know about the quarter point levels at 20s, 50s, and 80s, then you already know why the setup was literally too perfect. We had a 200 level there and then a 800 level over there, perfect. And then this is how it played out, literally picture perfect. So took the print screen of this hitting our 80 level on the 11th, December 15:57 GMT. So that was a very, very, very clean trade. And this is probably why this was my favorite one for the week, because it was just so clean. Everything about it was perfect. Okay, but in regards to money, and this is what we're here for, in regards to money, then we have to look at this bad boy through here. So I did initially think I took a print screen of the first hit we had over here, and I didn't even spot this myself personally. One of my clients actually spotted it, and he kind of alerted the group and said, "This is what I'm looking at, and what do you guys think about it?" And I was like, you know what? For me, gold is bullish long term, but in the short term, we could definitely look at some sales. Because again, looking at this, I was like, wait a minute, we're in a distribution right now, distribution schematic. So at the time when I was looking at this, it was the previous day, I took the trades. I thought I print screened it because I print screen nearly everything I do. I thought I print screened it. Unfortunately, I'm not sure exactly what happened to that print screen, so I haven't got evidence of me print screening that first trade. But the second one, however, we just stack on our orders. We don't just take one position and hold it forever, which a lot of people think we do, but no, we stack on our positions. So understanding that, I was looking at secondary entries. And then again, on the smaller time frames, I see everything I want in a trade. Okay, breaker structure, liquidity taken, like the whole lot. We got a confirmation checklist that I put to the team. So understanding that, we start looking at this to take our second entry, still the same target, just a second entry. Okay, so we print screen that. And then also, again, some people see buys better than see sells. Okay, so I'm one of those people that I see buys better than sells. Like when I flip the chart upside down, sometimes I'm looking at the same thing, but I just flip the chart upside down. So if it's a selling setup, I'll look at it on a buy side, because for some reason my brain just programmed to see buys a little bit better. And other people I know are similar in that way. So sometimes I advise my clients just to flip your chart upside down and do your markups upside down, because if you can see it better, you're going to see the setup. So when I'm looking at this, it just looks so clear to me. Like I see everything I want. It looks perfect. But when I'm looking at it as a sell, I see it, but it's not as clear. So understanding that, I just flip my chart upside down and then we do the same setup. And then we do that. So this was a secondary setup for that. And then boom, this is how it played out. So we see liquidity taken, we come into here, mitigate, and then away we go. Very clean trade. I mean, this was the target for one trade, but I kept on holding until here. And I think I finally closed it when it started reversing back into 1834 levels. And I finally closed out the trade saying, yeah, I'm done with that for now. But very, very clean trades. And this is how it actually looked as the whole, catching it up from 1872 level right down to kind of, well, I closed at 1834-ish. And I was like, you know what, I'm done for the week. That was a very good trade. Twin traded it a couple of times, very good profit. So those were my trades for the week. Very clean GBP, JPY, and gold done quite nicely. When we look into our actual charts for here, okay, theta is another thing I'm looking into right now. Okay, but GBP USD done basically exactly the same thing. Okay, so when we're looking at this, I think I've deleted myself on this now. Should have a print screen of it actually. Let me go into my print screens. Okay, so GBP USD, we had basically the same setup for that as well. Okay, so yeah, literally nearly exactly the same thing. So again, everything we wanted to, we saw liquidity taken, break structure, the whole lot. Okay, and then this one hasn't quite hit TP yet, which is why I'm not done with it yet. But we can see very clean entry, very clean setup over there as well. And then we take it down. So those are my personal trades of the week, and very, very, very clean trades. So it's not about the amount of times you trade, which a lot of people think the more you trade, the more money you're going to make. Sometimes it's about just waiting for that perfect setup. When you wait for that perfect setup is when you see the good setups, okay? Is quality over quantity. Many people would do quantity over quality and think the more you trade, the more money you're going to make. No, just sometimes you just have to wait. You just have to sit on your hands. If you're not seeing your confirmations, if you're not seeing your checklist, you just simply have to wait for this trade to be done. Okay, you just have to wait for that right setup. If it doesn't tick your check boxes, you just have to wait. And that's the best advice I can give you in regards to trading all the time, because most people think I have to sit in the front of the charts all the time. And probably when you're doing that, you notice yourself, you start scalping because you're going to the smaller time frames. Okay, you're going into the 5 minute time frame, start trading, and that's where you get lost. When you look at the bigger picture, you look at the dailies, the weeklies, the monthlies, that's where the true big players play the game. So if you're stuck in a 5 minute, you're missing out on nearly everything that's going on. And many of you will just be happy 50 pips to 100 pips. Okay, I'm only happy when I'm seeing 200 plus pips with like a 20 pip stop loss, because the risk to reward is ridiculous. Okay, it's absolutely ridiculous. So when you start looking at these bigger time frames, you start to spot these bigger moves. And sometimes it takes some time to set up, but I'd rather wait 2 to 3 days or maybe a week to get a 200-300 pip move than sit in front of my computer all day saying, oh yeah, let me get this trade, and start losing 10 pips here and there, 20 pips here and there, 30 pips here and there. And before you know it, you finally got a good setup. But because you lost all these other times, when you finally win, your account is still basically the same. And this is what most of you don't realize. So I wait for those quality setups, even if it takes a week or two. I'd rather wait for it because I know I'm not risking my capital. And when it finally does happen, if I do lose, then cool, I lose once or twice. That's cool. But if I win, I'm going to exceed the amount of pips that I would have lost trying to just get in and out for no reason because I just wanted to trade. Okay, so those are my personal trades of the week. In regards to ending that, what I'm deciding to do, if I just pull up this print screen right here, let me just share my screen. Okay, what I'm looking to do as a Christmas gift to most of you is basically offer 20% off plans, because a lot of people have been asking, am I doing any Christmas discounts or anything like that? I was like, I don't really think about it. I didn't care to do too much, but I was like, you know what, I know. Okay, so I'll put this together. So starting on the 15th to the 31st of December, feel free to either point someone in the direction of some plans or for yourself. Okay, start 2021 right. Okay, so get the education you need, because a lot of people want me to also teach for free, which I wish I could, but that's not going to happen. Okay, because I mean, my time is very limited. I've got clients that's already on my books, and I can't just start teaching everyone for free and doing one-to-ones here and there for free. So unfortunately, I can't give you for free, but the next best thing I could do is put a 20% discount plan together. So feel free to share with whoever you need to. Feel free to get it for yourself, whatever it is. But yeah, from the 15th, I'll be making those discounted adjustments to the website. So feel free to go into the website. And then from there, you can literally cop the plans. And then from there, enjoy yourselves on the plans as well. So until next time, I hope you have a great week, great end to the year. I know Christmas is creeping up. I still can't believe it's Christmas in 2 weeks. Okay, Christmas is creeping up in 2 weeks. Like every time I hear and see adverts, I'm just like, how? Like it doesn't feel like it, but we've all been in lockdown. So yeah, it is what it is. So until next time, guys, hope you have a great week. Take care.